Great question here. This mom is starting an eighth grade and fifth grade boy, I believe it is. And she was wondering a couple of things. She was wondering what she should do as far as setting up a homeschool space in her home. So, my answer is I really wouldn't. Unless this is something that you love and it's something you really want to do and you're excited about doing that and it just makes the whole experience better for you, I wouldn't worry about setting up a specific space in your home. I would have an area that you can clear off. Most people, it's their dining room table where you can work with your kids. You can do experiments or like a kitchen counter where you can do those things. But for the most part, for a fifth grader and an eighth grader, they're probably going to want to do their homeschool in different areas of the house. My high schooler did a lot of her schoolwork on her bed. They do it on the couch, they do it on the floor. If you want to, you can have a desk set up. I have a desk set up where my little can go and sit and do her work, but she very rarely uses it. Now, as far as what supplies you should have on hand, once you get into those older grades, it's important to have the supplies match your kids' interests. Like if you have kids who are very interested in art, then you'll want to have an area where you have all sorts of art supplies. If you have a child who's interested in woodworking, then you would want to make sure they have a space maybe in the garage where they can do their woodworking and you want to have those tools. So there's not really a list of things you should have on hand for those older ages. I would have a plethora of notebooks. I would have writing utensils that your kids like. I would have some basic art supplies, for that age, probably more like colored pencils, less markers and crayons and things like that. I would have a printer and I would have computer paper and I would have ink. And if you're doing any sort of online classes, it's nice to have a device per child, but it's not necessary. They can absolutely share a device. Of course, it's also going to depend on what kind of curriculum you're using. Are you using a box curriculum where they send you like teacher's manuals and workbooks? You'll want to have a shelf for those that are easily accessible. Maybe you have more of a hands-on notebooking plan going on, then you'd want to have all those supplies. So really just tailor it to what you think you're going to need. Look over what curriculum you're using, get whatever it suggests. But remember, you don't have to have everything you need to start. I often don't buy a bunch of stuff at the beginning of the year. I have a little budget set aside and I wait until my kids are like, hey, can I have paints? Oh, I need a new notebook. Oh, I need new pens. And then they tell me what they need. And don't stress out that you're going to fail your kids. That's such a common concern among homeschool parents. But if you have a curriculum, if you have a decent schedule and you're working through it and your kids are making progress and they get to study what's interesting and they get to learn about the world, chances are you're not going to fail your kids. You will not harm your kids. You will not fail your kids. This is going to be great. Just relax, take a deep breath, take it as it comes, have a general plan, but then be ready to adjust your plan as things come along and you are going to do great.